Hello and welcome everyone. It's time for more Nioh, and as you all know, this means going back into the fucking basement. I hope you enjoy my suffering. No, Claire, I do not like the basement. Thank you very much. I, in fact, dislike the basement. It is bad. But yes. It sounds very right, actually. I dislike the basements. And see, this vision is already better because you go upwards, out of the basement. Do you see why I dislike the basement? I don't like it, okay? And I will point out that I keep disliking the basement. I still dislike the basement. Yeah, but they are very annoying buff canisters. I have to say that. Hey, Red Syrup, how are you doing? We are back in the basement. Fucking ninjas. You know what? I could have just not have ninjas in the basement, okay? No, it's not my preferred environment. What? Shut up, everyone! Good, because I do not like basements. Let that be clear. No! Don't push your luck. Just... no.
Push it.
What?
Push it.
No, I will not talk about subways. The basement of trains. I will not.
The space is kind of like an ocean to the front one's also a basement. Flying basement.
What? See? So much basement talk distracted me from the fact that this enemy didn't have a wind-up animation. Okay? You know what you've done.
I explained to you that the Von Braun is traveling through space, which is basically water, which makes it a basement.
No, this would make it a ship.
Isn't the ship also mostly basement, especially since this one is more like a submarine? That will never reach atmosphere?
I don't understand you because the fucking wheels are loud.
Maybe your game is too loud.
Yeah, that is bullshit, but like... You know what the worst part about this is, Claire? This isn't like something where you have like a lot of choice, I would say. Because, well, your government sucks. I mean, that's like genuine Puritan invasion of privacy under absolute bullshit pretexts. But like the thing is, it's either, you know, block everyone, which is to a degree bullshit, or not you again. First try. Whew. Kid Starver's Labor Party, Queer Hammer, Keith Stop. Yeah, they are good. Those are good names because, like, it's kind of wild considering how, you know, the Tories were bad, but like at this point the Tories could maybe even get back by just saying, yo, we won't do any of that bullshit. Actually, we might do some side eyes, but like, yeah, it's just absolute bullshit. Yeah, Labour's gonna be dead as a party. I'm not surprised. I just mean it is kind of, yeah, it's just bad, and it's always like the same goddamn bad pretext. It's like, oh no, we do this all to protect the children. Like, from what? Like, wait, is that this mission? No, it isn't. Ah, fuck. I mean, yeah. What I always hate about, you know, all those bands is that it's always under the pretext of, you know, protecting minors, but like, let's, you know what, fuck it, let's open up the fucking can of worms that minors itself is already a word basically used to dehumanize who actually this is about, because it's deliberately chosen to invoke the idea that they're, you know, it's just harmless young children that will see things not suited for their eyes, which is, you know, bullshit. Like, most children on, you know, online platforms are fucking teenagers. Like, actual children, they do not care most of the time. And then it's like, oh, but what most children do not fucking care what they see. Like, it's children. There's no, oh, you can only just partially believe that if you already believe in some form of Christian ideas of, you know, corruption of the soul. Because, yeah. Because if someone says, oh, we want to ban, you know, access to, you know, all the adult stuff for, you know, teenagers, you know, you will raise a lot more eyebrows from people being like, really? It's teenagers. Because the thing is, everyone can kind of relate to being a teenager. Oh, totally. That is why they're going for that. Like, that's the whole thing. If you like, actually talking about, sex and shit, it's like, there we go. Good lord, yeah. Oh yeah, sure. No, I know that they believe this. And the worst worrying part is that I do feel, especially from queer people coming from the USA, they still have a lot of that same thinking in their own brains, as in like, oh, no, we have to shield, everyone below 18, which is like a random number from any kind of, porn exposure. And it's like, you've been a teenager yourself, you fucking hypocrite. We've all been to porn sites. Like, don't fucking tell me you've never taken a look at XNXX or something like that. Like, come the fuck on. And I really hate that this idea just has so pervasively stuck with people. Like, it's just Christian, American evangelicalism, puritanism. It's the worst. And I hate it. Because, like, sorry. Like, again, teenagers will look for porn. It's a normal thing that teenagers, like, I don't know where to start with that. Okay, I have everything on 15. I can actually start pushing up hard now. You know what? First I will look, do I have a better equipment now? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, the only thing that really, I think stuck with most, I would say, like, legitimately most teenagers, was the simple fact that when people started, you know, like, that's another thing. It's like the fact that when they when it's about smoking, that people genuinely actually accepted that smoking is bad. And still they do it because there's, ironically, like, I would say nowadays you have more problems with, like, porn, fan art, that will do nothing. But there's still a lot more people nowadays online that try to, that use, you know, smoking as an aesthetic, and it's like, you know what, we should probably talk more about that. And they're like, but this is kind of hot. Maybe, but you know what? Maybe we should stop with it. We shouldn't show anything that, you know, holds up smoking cigarettes as anything positive. Because too many keep doing it. And the thing is, when you're like, oh, but what is too many? Everyone is too many. Like, I'm sorry. Are we talking about that? Not really. But yeah, children will fucking do everything the moment it is just remotely cool. You know, remotely forbidden. It's like, it's just fucking normal. Or I mean, again, this is about, as Claire pointed out, this is all about societal control. Like, we shouldn't even try to pretend otherwise. It's legitimately just that. It legitimately is just about the fact of trying to control what children learn. Because all of these people are virulently homophobic. Like, extremely homophobic. And they hate the idea that children could learn that being gay is normal. Or lesbian. Or trans. It's like the main thing what we're talking about here. And it's always the case. And again, I do hate the fact that people still say, like, you know, maybe we should know. Like, teenagers will watch porn. It's fine that teenagers watch porn. If you have a problem with the idea of teenagers watching porn, you should look in the mirror and think, like, first of all, think about how you were as a teenager. Because if you generally say you never did that, then I can say you're either lying through your teeth, or holy shit, you had the most fucked up childhood. Get a grip. Anyway, I think this is the final level even.
asked you to come with me. This is my battle.
わしらもお主も闇に戦う者だが一人で行かねばならぬわけでもあるまい。安心を追うのじゃ。はっ。怪しき力で太平の世になろうと、それが知れては人の世は続かぬ。霊石を使い、再び大乱が起きぬとも限らん。太平がため、闇にさねばならんのだ。必ず。半蔵、分かっておろうな。はっ、必ずよ。
これが霊石の力。
我らの知るアーティストはもはや別物。
I could go on about this for a long time, actually. I feel what I hate the most about this is that this always comes in gradients, because, like, you have, the typical, oh, porn in general is bad. And then there are people who are, like, doing the soft version. They're doing a form of, yeah, in general it isn't bad, but certain kinds, like, they could learn the wrong things from them, and I just sit here being like, that never happened as well. Like, I know. It's just like, there is this, it's just this really dumb idea of, oh no, children or, teachers can't know what, don't know what reality is. And then you have like, oh, but what if they watch some hardcore porn and they just get wrong ideas? I just think, like, again, never happened. Or, if anything similarly happened, it was like such a unique thing. You cannot put it onto any kind of, general. You can't pull anything general from that. Like, because, why? Because of two things. First of all, teenagers are humans. They think. They're smart. They know that what they can see in porn, what they see in porn, isn't real. Like, here's the thing. Children know that, there is no, there is no Santa Claus, there is no Easter Bunny, there's nothing of that sort. But crucially, yeah, I mean, the thing is just, children can figure that out on their own. This isn't like a big thing. Like, for example, you also never need to tell them that wrestling isn't real. They know. Or like, but then when I'm like, oh, but my child, yeah, your child was maybe 4 years old. Oh no. You know what they do when they grow up? They learn. Boo-hoo. I know I'm sarcastic here right now, but I'm so sorry. Like, again, children figure these things out with time. It's just what they do. And again, if you have if you're like, but my child was totally shocked when I told them that, you know, Santa Claus isn't real. Holy shit, you have a gullible child. You should be literally concerned. I am not joking about this. Like, if your child believes that, I don't know. Just, I don't think even praying can help you there. Just, I don't know, abort, do a new one. Give it away for free. It's clearly damaged.
Oh.
I should. Sorry, that was just very bad jokes.
Educate the child.
Yeah, you should educate it. Like, you should really make it clear that, you know, what is, you know, fake and what not, and that they can actually learn from. Because, I mean, yeah, we have a problem with media literacy, but that is not, you know, that people can't realize when something is fake. It's just more like, you know, sometimes children have more of a problem, less of a problem with realizing something is fake and still buying into the rhetoric of it. And, you know, at that point we are talking more about fascism again, because, wonder how that always loops back to that being more of a problem. But yeah, it. You go, NPCs. Yeah, that's more a thing concerning. But like, again, I do think a lot of people want that more to a bigger degree, which is concerning. Like, again, by the way, I thought that I knew there was a Kodama back here. Very important. Like, for example, everyone will tell you that, for example, a movie like Starship Troopers or so is obviously fake. But again, the point is not about the more pressing issue is less about the people who get that it's fake. It's more about the people that willfully want to read a pro-fascist narrative into it, and that is the things we should be more, you know, we care more about. But we don't. We talk about some weird, the sin will enter the children's body when they watch porn once or something, and it's bullshit. And then, you know, it gets pushed into to have a security state, and it's like, Anyway. Also, I feel like another post of mine is going big for exactly that, because I don't know how it worked, but my slight rant today that fandom is just cold shit nowadays apparently reached a few people. Like, that is generally something I think we should think more about. Other than, you know, everything else. Kodama! The fuck are they even doing here? But yeah. Honestly, this is the stuff I hate the most, that it's just so much of discourse online is just cult mentality. Even, you know, even if the person might be perfectly fine, it's just like the actions they do is just sometimes, in a sense, just really baffling, because the thing I now have the most is, you know, you write about any kind of bigger series, people will tag searches and just recite mantras in your mentions about how it's actually good. And, like, again, that's fucking cult mentality. Like, why do you tag such shit to recite mantras? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, I'd say, you know, there's a lot of stuff at part here, because, again, to a degree, it is a cult mentality that has just become more and more loose. On the other hand, it's also, you know, like, people get offended because they tie media to their identity, and, you know, criticizing media means attacking their identity. And, like, I don't think I need to tell you why this is bad. Actually, like, you know, I can tell you I like Nioh. I can tell you in detail why I like Nioh. I can also tell you that I dislike the basement. I do not like the basement. Once and for all. Oi. I dislike your notions. Hey. god! Claire, can you please allow a few things? And ban the bot. But yeah, thank you. Bye, bot. But yeah, yeah, what are you doing there? You go, Hanzo. I'm not going over there. Stop pulling them all. Hanzo. 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 Okay. You made it out again. There we go.
その始末の後どうするつもりだ。
故郷へ帰るつもり。
So where were we actually? I just maybe just some artwork, just be, holding up a sign like "I hate basements," because I do. That would be enough. I don't think we need a whole. But I already paid some stuff, so yeah, I probably can't commission shit right now. So... Da-da-da-da, Ah, there we go. Good old log. Never disappoints. This level really makes me anxious just walking around. I feel like, oh, I don't see where I go, and then I fall. Oh.
You actually can identify trapdoors by looking really closely.
It's not a trapdoor.
Which was...
I'm in the final level. I'm walking up to Oda Nobunaga. Oops, spoiler.
that one.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had something to drink. Fuck. I mean, is it really a spoiler? It's kind of obvious who they are talking about since multiple levels ago. And he's in the opening, like... I hear you, Kodama. But yeah, I don't know. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Now the camera also just killed me. Anyway, let's go back there. Yeah, what are we talking? I kinda lost the plot. Yeah, fandoms. God damn it, nowadays they're just toxic. But like, ironically... in the, you know, hyper positivity way. Oh. Yo, Hanzo. Your apprentice just got whacked and you just stand there. Oh, really? Finally! Oh, that was a whole thing. So, any other topic we can talk about? I am a bit focused right now, you know? Yeah, it's just the whole thing. Also, I've been awake early today, and I thought I kind of wanted to take a nap still, but then I couldn't because, well, the bed was occupied. Is still occupied.
Could have just said I should. Don't decide a bit.
It's fine. You needed the rest more than I did.
True, but still. You're trying to find the fault too much outside of yourself.
Nah. Okay, so from what I know, first of all, from what I heard from another person, Prey apparently already just runs fine on modern PCs. Like, you don't even need to tinker a lot. Maybe I have to put in 16:9 resolution, but that is already in the fucking game. Like, it doesn't need a fan patch or so. I probably just need to do it with console commands. But yeah, I mean it's the Doom 3 engine, so not unexpected that it just kind of works. You know, this was a very good engine. So yeah, Prey is just, you know, the moment I have it, the moment we're done with here, I probably just install it and we'll see how it goes on Sundays. But yeah, it was still cool that the serial number just worked on Steam. I mean, if you can... if you can get a key for that, because again, this isn't the new one. This is like the original one from Human Head Studios. But yeah, it tech 3. It should run fine. It should run fine. Is what I'm saying. No, it tech 4. It is. It was it tech 4. Like it tech 4 is one of those games that, you know, the early games, they made some really interesting stuff with it, and then you have some of the later games where you were like more, oh, you should have picked a different engine. And honestly, with that, I would rather say the unfortunate odyssey of splash damage of just picking the wrong engine constantly. Yeah. It's like, it is always the thing with, you know, with games like that, I would say. It's just, sometimes, again, stuff ages well, and sometimes it's just not a good idea, I would say, that the devs chose that engine, but, like, sometimes this is the engine at hand, like, I mean, again, I can make all the jokes I want about, splash damage just having a very bad... They just had a streak of making interesting to good games that were kind of held back by their engines. But at the time they started doing them, those were good choices. Like, you know, for example... so the thing about splash damage is why I kind of like their games, is that I think they are making some of the best... They made still some of the best multiplayer games around. Like, there's a reason I do kind of want to get maybe a community evening with Dirty Bomb running, so, I mean, if you're interested in that, join the Discord, and if I ever yeet it up, you can join. It's free now, like, not free to play, like, they cut out the free to play to make it free. So this is actually pretty good in my opinion, but, yeah. Basically, the thing was, they took, back in the day, you know, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and then a few years later brought out a fan game called Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. This game is fantastic. Like, no fucking... like, I don't think we need to talk about that. That game was just really good. Ironically, then they were approached and were like, oh, hey... Do you want to make another one? this is how they made Enemy Territory. Quake was another fantastic game on, I think it was an early version of It Tech 4. So they were actually still pretty used to that engine. Now, the sad part is we never got another Enemy Territory game, which is dumb. Like, this is they use it for Wolfenstein and Quake. They could have used it for a lot of popular franchises at the time, but no. No. We can't have, no, what is she actually weak against? Oh. Well. But yeah, when it comes to old games on, on your hardware, like, especially when we talk about, that stuff, it's sometimes just a shit show. And sometimes it's actually working shockingly well. Like, I know, weird to say that, but this is like generally the case. It's also just the stuff like blah. Brain now start working again. Okay, the thing with splash damage was they basically had Attack 4 and then they were like, oh yeah, you know what, we're gonna make another multiplayer game. And this time we're gonna put it on consoles, we're gonna have like a good online system, and so yeah, when Bring came out it was already old. Like, you know that kind of game, right? The one that, you know, the one that comes out is already, you know, not the newest anymore. Brink was definitely that kind of game. So yeah, it took 30 hertz netcode, not even the best one, and you had a game that was just, again, old when it released, which sucks because the game was great. And then they came and were like, okay, you know what, we're gonna make a new game, and we're gonna make it free to play, and it's still gonna have some cool parkour stuff, but it's gonna play better, it's gonna be newer, and it's gonna be the best. And yeah, so the thing with Dirty Bomb is like, basically, Dirty Bomb was that kind of game that you, how can I get her out of that fucking, state, though? That is annoying. Dirty Bomb was a game, it was great, it played great, and back in the day they decided we're going onto a new engine, a one that runs better, a one that does things better, a one that is, they chose Unreal Engine 3, and the game roughly was into beta around the time Unreal Engine 4 came out. And if you know those engines, you know that porting from 3 to 4 is not as easy as they can do. No! Ah. How do I get her out of that block state? Is there a... I guess just destroying the plates then. This is annoying. So this is the... How many times... I will guarantee you we will refight the Onryuki in this area. Like, okay, yeah, sure. Refight the bosses. I'm fine with that. It's fine. It's just... God damn it. Ah. Her plates can be broken, apparently, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe with bombs? I could try bombs actually. Sorry, the boss rush is just taking time. This is the final level. We can get through that. So I know one of her leg armors broke when I fought her the first time, But this time they just don't break, so yeah, I don't know. Anything better? No. Okay. Just one by her not ever going into her armored mode. I'll take the win. That was your problem, boss. Ah. Fuck. Oh, yeah. As usual, again, if you like this community, you want to join the Discord, just say it. We can send you an invite. We need more voices there to have some fun stuff anyway. Yeah, this time she just decided to not tank all the time, and that was that, I suppose. Let me just check. I would probably want to go away from that. Okay. Water or wind? Water or wind? That is the thing. You know what? When reading it, even if I tend to be quite... I mean, sure. I can send you an invite later. Usually Zeb does that, but he's currently not here, so... That's that. Well, let's see who I have to defeat this time. Probably gonna be an annoying refight anyway. This time with chains even. Oh. Fucking ball. I hate it. I hate balls. Okay, it's just like smack me once. But why do I think about that song right now? There was a ball in that corner! Or did he just fucking... What? Ah. Oh. God, I hate this guy. Listen, man, I just want to end Kelly. He's a fucking British prick. Less annoying than Spider-Woman, but also not as hot, so I tolerate him less. Okay. Okay, How many bets? Next fight, Nioh. 100% Nioh. It's gonna be annoying. Wait, I can... Wait. What is down here? Dama! Da 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 da. Damn it. Oh, an open field. I really wonder if this is Nioh. Oh, who fucking would have guessed? It can't be blue. It can't be blue. Yeah, I don't think this is blue. This is more like yellow. It's, you know what, it kind of made it more funny, not going to lie. Hey, I had to go through the basement again, so... No, 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 no. Ah, fuck. I didn't see this one coming. Ugh. I mean, yeah, the blue sky age verification is so stupid. Like, again, this is sometimes just people, this is sometimes just like them being forced. Like, I have to say, this one is excessive anyway. Like, I mean, but that's the point, right? Like, here's the thing. If countries wanted to have a good age verification system, and like, for example, to have a better overview in online marketplaces, who can buy what, just for example, that's one thing. But, and this is the big but, you could make a system that is, actually anonymous, fair, and easy. But that's not the point, right? There we go. All four down. That's gonna be good enough. Like, again, that's the thing, Every time something comes onto the is talked about or comes onto the market, there's always this thing of what they try to claim is possible, but the moment you look a little bit deeper, it's not done. Again, age verification. The Europe could sit down and make a universal system where you could link, basically you have an online account in the European Union that is anonymous, period. But it is verified. And if you then try to log onto anything, if you're logging into anywhere else, you have like a code or something, you can even make it a card and just tell the person that is logging in is verified. No more data, nothing. Just the okay from the union. They could do that. They could. I'm just saying. You could probably still talk about that a lot, but again, when it comes to age verification, that would solve a lot. But again, that's not the point, is it? That is never the fucking point, because most of these are not made to, to maybe close some loopholes in existing laws or anything. They are there to punish people and literally also drive adults away from content like pornography. Because that is always.
Always?
What? I mean, that is always the point, that they always go and are like, hey, you have to show your whole ID and face and all of that. And it's like, why do they want that, companies can collect this much private data? I wonder why they do keep doing this. As if this is like the actual point of all of it. But, well, yeah. Oh wow, the Subnautica 2 story just escalated hard. Small intermission, everyone, because I'm gonna fight a bunch of stuff now, and like I need
Full sentences, please.
what?
Full sentences.
I need to fight a bunch of bosses now in succession. I just want to regain some composure and mental fortitude. But yeah, so interestingly, near Nuku, yeah. Okay, let me just go through this and give you the bullet points. So they definitely pointing out they're definitely catching on a few things I pointed out, but okay, so basically what they say now is that yes, the whole 250 million bonus was real. Also interesting thing, 90% of that was supposed to go to the three CEOs, so the studio heads. But according to Crafton, they just stopped doing their work. As in, they bought the studio, so like, they could make unique games, but also, Subnautica 2, very big awaited game. And apparently they just didn't do shit. And asked them to return to those roles, especially after, apparently they made another game called Moonbreaker that failed. And then one of the guys apparently just focused on, it was like, nah, I won't do much, I will do a personal film project. This is like, that's fucking wild. But also like, I've never seen a publisher spill details like that. They usually are much more hand-off. Oh god, this is fun. I know I'm currently turning into, you know what, I'm just opening this one, like, oh damn. What are we looking at here even, chat? So, yeah, this thing. Wowzy! I know, posted the JPEG, but like, it's still interesting that they said, yeah, still interesting that they specifically said they would have, the CEOs would have gotten 90% of that, which is like, you know what? yeah, I would have guessed that they, because it's like CEOs always get too much money, so that tracks. Which they maybe shouldn't have done. Hey, now they can spend the 250 million on the whole team. Hooray! But yeah, the fact they're going in detail might genuinely be like yeah, okay, apparently there was an absence of core leadership. Reveal confusion direction significantly lengths of project. Okay. The current early access version also falls short in terms of content volume. That's the thing I definitely pointed out. It's like, you know, again, they had an incentive, but like, did they want to push it out this year to get the incentive or because it was genuinely in a good state? Again, I'm not saying who is right here, but like, the thing is, if Crafton really just did this for the bonus, they wouldn't have spilled this much. They would have done this a lot more, you know, wishy-washy. You know, the typical stuff. This feels genuinely like someone is pissed. Oh boy, this is developing interestingly. Huh? Oh wow. Well, that's a whole thing, but I need water and I can't get it, so rip me, I will stay. Oh my god, smell Debussy. Thank you for the follow, what a name. Didn't know you could smell classical music though. Anyway, let's get back to this. Also, I just realized they're currently having the whole gameplay deep dive state of play for the other Japan game. So I guess after we're done with this, we could maybe go and watch that? Who knows? But yeah, the whole Subnautica 2 situation really got a bit of a shit show. Very interesting to see how this one will end up. Anyway, oh, who might be behind that door? Oh, who could it be?
Just in time. I have resurrected the most feared overlord in all Japan, Nobunaga Oda.
He looks fucking dapper. Also, goddamn Kelly's voice actor.
War will envelop this country once again.
You think so?
Yes, kill him.
I have Nobunaga first try. Obviously.
織野信長を利用しようとは見くびられたものよ。誰かに使われるのは面白うない。戯れは終わりじゃ。
Yeah!
久しぶりに面白い目標であったぞ。
I just fucking love this.
あの矢も血仲間であったが未練なぞない。猿もタヌキもわしの敷いた道を歩んでおる。この信長をただの改まとしてよみがえらせよう。風味のわからぬ漬物よ。跳ねた首、流れた血も、茶の湯も、舞も、混然たる我が生。ウヌアの神のように、復活するも悪うはない。ひとたび生を受け、滅せぬもののあるべきか。
I love this so fucking much. Like,
Fool of a samurai, you wasted my time.
like, you know what the funniest bit about this is? Kelly gets fucking slighted twice in this goddamn game because, like, the thing is, the people that actually, the people that could have unified Japan just have so much aura, he can't do anything against them. And this is like, he's sitting there like, oh, Tokugawa, I have your daughter. Won't you kill her? What? Kill her. I don't care. I want to end the war on this land. You're not gonna bribe me. You're not gonna take anyone hostage. I won't care. Okay then. And then it's just like, oh look, I resurrected the worst warlord of all time. I'm a genius. Nobunaga, this looks like a fun fight. I will play along until like, okay, yeah, this is a good samurai, but also like, do you think I will serve you? Also, do you really think I want to be alive again, you dumb fuck? I lived my life, I failed, that's that. I don't regret anything, fuck you. It's time for Tokugawa Ieyasu now. Peace out. Just leaves. It's just like, I don't work for you, you pasty British loser. I love so much how Kelly, like, this is what I say. Nioh has amazing writing because, first of all, you're an Irish guy foiling a plot of the British Crown. Again, banger plot setup. Like, they could have made William British, but they made him Irish on purpose. It's like, hell yeah. The precursor to the IRA already working hard. And then Kelly is like, here's the thing. Kelly's already an amazing villain in the sense of his design and, he does the whole, revive people. He's kind of a shitbag. And also, like, the voice actor just goes 100%. He's, like, really slimy. But then, the original inspiration was Dutch. Could be. Again, they could have made him a lot, but I don't think we know for sure where he was. From hence William came. So, making him Irish, again, making him an Irish, good decision. But also, the fact that he's just such a loser, like, he's like, oh, I can control the mightiest people in this country, and the answer is like, no, he literally has to side with the loser, not only historically, but also like Mitsunari literally gets told, bitch, you are not cut out for Shogun. you're just making this harder for everyone else. Like, the guy who killed Nobunaga is like, I did this for the right purpose. You should look into the mirror and realize that you're not cut out for it, you dumb fuck. And then Nobunaga is just like, hey, the whole Jesus story, bit appealing, but not for me. Peace out. It's just like, Kelly just achieves fuck all the time. I love it. I said he the guided bit for the plot to happen. Yeah. I mean, okay, honestly, there are definitely also spirits in the Neverlands, but it's a bit harder. You know, I would say just a little bit harder to make a good one with that. Anyway, time to hit Kelly. And actually, you know what? Before I because this is a goddamn boss rush, and I just don't. I'm just pissed. Oh yeah, right. That's the case. Well. Hello, Kelly. Time to get an ass whooping. The luck of the Irish is gonna get you. You little shit. Mm-hmm. There we go. Cool snake bro, but check this out. Seal's key region slows him down. Yes! Fuck you. It's like, oh, but isn't fighting fair? I will never fight fair for the British crown. Fuck you.
I didn't expect to need to use it here.
I like the fact that William's story is in partly to having a crash course in magic, really having better spells. Yeah. Oh, and now the actual boss, final boss. Like, you know what? I kind of like that that in terms of bosses, they kind of went through the greatest hits of Japanese mythology, at least the first game. And then in the second game, they were like, you know what? How about we do, you know, it a little bit differently. I would almost say second and third game have more interesting bosses due to that. mean, this is one way to do it, I guess. Snack! Ha ha ha! Yeah, fuck. I think the plot in 2 definitely has its, is probably overall weaker in Nioh 2. It gets more interesting later on, I would say, but, yeah. The worst part about the Yamato no Orochi fight is just that you sometimes just don't see shit. Like, thanks a lot, Snake, for being up there. Totally useful. Thanks. Yeah, I think the Nioh, it was just like, I think the first Nioh game just knew what it wanted to have as a plot, and this is why I think it has this extra, like this really strong plot aspect. But overall, the biggest problem it just has is it had in development was just like it didn't know what kind of game it wanted to be. Remind me why Yamato Unorochi was actually kind of a trash boss fight. Like, yeah, it has the spectacle. No, it's not good. As much as I know what they wanted to do with this fight, it's just like, you saw this. Getting shot from, like, with three things from off screen at once.
If you learn the fight, it's actually pretty fun, but for like just a casual playthrough, it's very punishing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Also, like, that the heads just sometimes are not, you can't get to them easily, and it's just, ugh. There we go. Whew. You know, you're right. The moment I realized what I had to do after two heads were down, you know, I had to bait them into the Umbrella crystals. Easy. Easy. Actually fun. The moment you realize you have to do that, it's fun.
That's why the boss actually isn't bad.
It's not
just a bad first experience.
It doesn't communicate well what you have to do. Is what I would say. Also, damn, what a view. Honestly, that's the kind of view you should that's this kind of the view games should have. When you finish the final boss of the base game, you're like, yeah. I fucking obliterated that castle. Also, hey, Kelly, you little shit. Okay. Woo! Base game done. Am I good or what? I survived the basement. Oh yeah, the Hollow Man. Yeah, he just fucking kills them both. Also, going back to light armor definitely helped.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan.
It will be as you command, Sir D. All of this country's amrita are being taken to the inn. All of your efforts worthless. They were not worthless.
I have gear now and I can go. Hey. Also, again, she's speaking Irish. The voice acting idea and direction is so good in this game, like. They went for that.
You finally did it.
War is over. With an injured Espana.
No. There there still rods full middle of Ieyasu heart. Ninja will serve as long as darkness exists. What about you?
I won't trouble you again. Will disappear. I have no desire to be killed.
Yep. And Hansel couldn't have done it anyway. Yeah, I know. Absolute perfect design. Like, 11 out of 10 really is true. Why is there my mouse?
殿はそんなことを言ったか。はっ。いずれにせよ、お主のおかげで太平の礎を築くことができた。諸将の調略、あやかしの重複、こたびの戦、表裏よりよくぞ支えてくれた。まさに仁王のごとき働きである。ありがたきお言葉。安心は死に申した。こたびの戦における異国の者どものあやかしの騒ぎ、そして霊石の存在を知る者ももはやおりません。上々じゃ。これより天下はあやかしではなく人のよ。関ヶ原が真実はさねばなるまいの。安心と申す。生きておれば両方任じようとも志願しておった。残念にも。
That's the thing. Did he actually want him to die? Or did Hanzo just misinterpret shit? I fucking love those basket hats. I wish I had one. They would be perfect for the summer heat.
った。
Yep. Ieyasu could have was also seeing the guardian spirits all along. He just knew. It's just like. Well, Nioh. Yeah. I'm done with the base game.
Now you need to do the side missions.
No, I have to do the epilogue and then go into the DLC.
Still have to do the side missions.
And I will do the side missions. But yeah.
The credits are still just funny.
There are not a lot of people there. It's like one guy for the design. Engineering is like 7. 2 in library engineers is like also. This is still, you know, like for video games, this is a small team. Like the most stuff they have is in artists, from what I can see, and I mean, you can clearly see the effort put into that. Like artists, yeah, and then you know you're like technical art, user interface design. Whoa, this one goes down again, and cinematics go up again. Yeah, one guy doing VFX, 4 audio design. That is not a lot. Like, additional members, level design. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Kojima worked on the RPG design, so I guess it's a Kojima game. Not that there are multiple Kojimas in Japan, no. Well, something went wrong there with the cinematic audio design. Well, yeah. I should probably just turn it down before some flagging shit happens again. UI design guy has a lot to answer for. He did a good job. Okatsu, Emi Take. The important ones right at the top. Yeah. I love that they have 2 voice actors for Edward Kelly just to get both things right. That's commitment. They're spoiling a few people for the DLC.
Yeah, originally the credits were a lot shorter.
By the way, Oda Nobunaga was literally voiced by Ko Shibuzawa. Like, the CEO of the company voiced Nobunaga, which is... okay, this is also like an in-game, in-company joke, because when Koei Tecmo was founded, like, because he does a lot of he does a lot of you know, base ideas for stories and games in the like a lot of concepts, like, you know, Nobunaga's ambition and stuff. You know what Koei Tecmo makes for kind of games. The thing is, people in the company started to, you know, to associate him with Nobunaga, which is why they a lot of times present him like Nobunaga. So yeah, kind of fitting that they just were like, you know, just you should voice Nobunaga. We probably won't find a better guy. Yeah. I don't know what to say anymore. This is just extra details on top of everything, I would say. But yeah, I think people were like a lot of, like really surprised when Nioh came out, because like, you know, Nioh was probably the first game that came out after, how's it called? Well, the Dark Souls series got big, and let me tell you, there was a lot of beef during that time, because you basically, you had Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne, and was the first like 2? Yeah, it was the first one. Like, remember the original Lords of the Fallen? That one sucked. then you had oh my god, there were so many ones that Darksiders 3, that one also sucked. They were all either really mediocre or just not good. And then, you know, Nioh came out, and the thing was just which, you know, created a lot of dispute and beef. The okay, and yeah, those. Yeah. And I think the biggest problem people had were just like, let's just be real here. A lot of people coming from Souls, like Dark Souls only, they couldn't stand the thought that someone was able to be equal, and in a lot of a lot of areas even surpass their games. Like, here's the thing. I would say why I would say Nioh is equal is because it generally does its own thing, but also, like, I'm sorry, Nioh 1, 2, and probably also, you know, from what I played, Nioh 3, they just have the best combat of those kinds of games. Period. Everything else, it can be good, it can be fine, but like...
And you haven't even utilized that much of the combat system.
What? Yeah, I haven't utilized a lot of that. And even then, it's still really, really good. It's like...
Also, like, if you can't hear me, your game is too loud.
It just got loud because the music swole again.
And it's too loud.
Yeah, but basically, they kind of have the best combat. And then you're like, oh, but they don't have the, you know, connected world that you can explore. But they have very intricate level design where you can, you know, find a lot of hidden details. And that is, again, doing its own thing, but on a similar high quality level. I don't think there's any level that is really a dud. And yes, that includes the basement. I was just way too dumb for the basement. That is on me. I mean, fair enough. You know, when you're getting the hang of the basement, like, oh yeah, I get the layering. It's a good level. Yeah. That's probably the thing why Nioh stood out. They definitely went like, you know, okay, we're focusing more on the combat, and it did that just better, and they have also just more RPG than Dark Souls to this day. Like, yeah, fair. And I would say otherwise, you have this, but then you have the story, and like, I know there are some Souls fans who are just, you know, if it isn't just weird lore drops in terms of items that you have to read and decipher, and then, you know, don't understand, and then go to a YouTube channel that just explains it to you, and probably has for the next month's beef with another YouTube channel what it actually means, then it's not story, but like, this one is a direct story. This one is a really well direct story. It has character, it has great attention to detail, it's enjoyable, and also like, it gets into deeper topics. Like, again, what would you do for peace? That is a pretty big thing to ask, actually. What would you do for peace? And yeah, also it's just very funny to see Kelly being slighted over and over and over again. That is just hands down very, very funny. But yeah, that was Nioh. We finished, quote unquote, the base game. What we have in front of us now is side missions and a prologue mission.
Originally, I think there was only the side missions, right?
No, the prologue is still there.
I'm not sure if it was...
No, the prologue was there in the beginning also. You go back and kick the asshole's ass. that is responsible for everything. The guy who was teased in the very first level when you overhear him go, Kelly, go to Japan. You go back and like, oh, I know where he is.
I'm just not quite sure if the epilogue was in patch 1.0.
It was on 1.0. I remember that very clearly from your first playthrough. It wasn't a game from the start. Claire even confirmed that. Yeah.
Because I certainly don't remember.
But we will do that probably on Saturday. Tomorrow we do not know yet. It definitely depends on if Lena is there or not. What we're doing. Probably some multiplayer stuff. Could be Helldivers 2. Or, I don't know. I mean, if more people install it, there's a new season of Delta Force, so we could make a group in that. Also an option. But yeah, at least on Saturday, we will have more Nioh with the prologue, a side mission, and probably entering the DLC area then. So, see you all then. And yeah, we're on our way to actually finishing up this game. Hooray! What a amazing progress we made in like 3 weeks. Holy shit, this was a good idea that I played this every single day. Like, this was still 3 weeks, keep that in mind. Holy fucking shit.
3 weeks for roughly 3 hours.
So
14, 21 times 3.
I can actually tell you. I can actually tell you how much, okay? Because I have my YouTube channel open, and we have 16 sessions. So 16 sessions for 3 hours would be 16 sessions for 30 hours would be, for 3 hours would be 30, and
$48 probably.
wait a second.
My math is not
Wait, 6 is 18. It's 48 hours. Wait, 49 hours because once I went overtime for an hour. So it's what we spent 48 hours on this game. You know, I could just look up and 53 hours according to.
Yeah, but you weren't playing all of that. You were also talking.
Yeah. So, that was wonderful. Question. There was a state of play for Ghost of Yutei. Anyone interested in watching that together, or should we just pause for today? This is also a question for you.
I do not want to answer.
Good, then we will end for today. So yeah, see you all on Sundays. Only would have taken a while, huh? Yeah. And since I didn't play all only on Sundays, I will be able to finish Nioh's DLC and side missions probably next week someday. So, yeah, and then I can start Nioh 2, I guess. And just keep grinding. Yeah, see you all around and have a good night. Bye.